Hi again. Hey, 2 videos in one day. It's a miracle. Listen, I was thinking about it, and I wanted to talk to you about something. And this is, as you move through 4D, there's a couple of things that are happening. One is the Mandela Effect. I don't know if I'll go into that on this video. And the other thing is telepathy. Now, I think a lot of people are scared of telepathy because they think people are going to get in their minds and know exactly what they're thinking at all times. And when you're good at telepathy, can you do that? Sure, you can. But following what people are thinking is super slow and gets really boring really fast. So, really, how it works is I want you to think about intuition. And especially women out there, you know how intuition works, and you can see somebody and you just, they just feel like a bad person and you avoid them, and you just know when to leave a spot because you just feel it's dangerous. Well, that is telepathy. Whether you know it or not, that is telepathy. It is a lot of vibrational, everything is vibration, and you're feeling bad feelings. Now, those are pretty strong feelings that you're feeling, so it's pretty easy to feel those, but you don't know exactly what the person is going to do. You don't exactly know what they're thinking. You just have an instinct and you follow it. Well, telepathy is like that. You've got, it's kind of like a language, a really complex language that you're going to learn over time. But the way that you can start getting better at it is to trust your intuition. Because your intuition is you reading the vibration of others around you or the circumstances around you. Boy, this is weird. I'll hold this phone so that it gets my head in there. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay, so back to the intuition thing. So if you start trusting your intuition and kind of thinking intuition is telepathy, then that will help you do it better and better and better. Just believe in it. And so you start asking people that you trust. If you think they just thought something, ask them if that's what they just thought. That'll give you more self-assuredness that what you're doing is right. But you do it all the time. You always have. You're just going to get better at it. The more you trust yourself and your intuition, the better off you'll be. And that's really important in 4D. If you aren't interested in playing the 4D game, there are going to be entities that are in 4D that are higher, that are going to look like angels to you. They're going to exude love that feels just like the best love ever, because it's so much higher vibratory love-ish than what you felt in 3D. But that's service to others 4D stuff. So you really got to go with your gut. So if you see some angelic being and it doesn't feel right, then don't follow them. Trust yourself. Your instincts are always, always, always right. If you keep your head out of the game and follow your intuition, you will be fine every time. So don't let, if you're heading to 5D, and I'm talking to 5D people, not 4D people. At 4D people, you follow whoever you want. Service to self, service to others. Refer to my previous video today for more information regarding that. But if you're going to 5D, you've really, really, really got to not look at the sparkly stuff. And that means trusting your intuition when it comes to the angelic beings. So the best way of sorting that out is, if you want to go to 5D, you don't need machines there. No machines at all. No AI, no computers, no nothing. No machine to do anything. You can do it all yourself in 5D. The second thing to do is sort it out if you're going to 5D and you don't want to play in 4D, are the angelic-like beings. Any being that tells you that you need whatever color, I don't know, wave or beam or anything to get the job done that's outside of yourself, that you need their help in any way, that's all 4D stuff, guys. All 4D. In 5D, you do it all yourself. That's why I said you don't need machines. In 5D, you will learn to do anything and everything yourself. You will get support to teach you how to do it yourself. If you want to change into a bug and crawl around on the ground, you can do that. You can sprout wings. You can fly or to another galaxy. You can dematerialize and materialize in another galaxy. You can do anything. All of it will be done yourself. Anything that anybody or any being that will help you do it, as in you need their help, not that they'll teach you to do it yourself. I mean, somebody that says, you need my vibes, you need my, what do they say, purple, lavender or something? I don't know. Any color, whatever, that you need that from them to get the job done? No, you don't. No, you don't. Ultimately, you don't need anybody. Certainly people to help teach you. If it feels right, you want to do it, then do it. But in 5D, you do all of this yourself. So you don't rely on anybody else. You don't need anybody else. You don't need any machines, okay? So anybody that tells you on one side, service to others, a lot of them are very loving beings. They really are. And they really, in 4D, they are leading you to a much more loving life. And a lot of those beings say that they're on levels that are higher than what they are, but they think they are on those levels. But it's really different levels in 4D. They will find that out eventually, because they're playing a game too. Everybody's playing games. Everybody on every level. So, if you want to play in 4D, then follow the service to self angelic beings that will give you their energy, and you will be in 4D. If you want to be service to others, a lot of that will be machine. Service to self. Self is machine, others is frequently energetic vibes from other beings. Frequently. Now that's a general statement. That's a lot more complicated than that, but I'm trying to keep this short so you'll watch it. In 5D, you do it all yourself, and there are beings that will help you, teach you to do it yourself, but it will always be your choice in 5D, and your choice whether or not you want to listen to this teacher or that, or do it yourself or whatever. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, I'm going to go ahead and go into the Mandela Effect, because if you haven't heard of it, I just recently heard of it, and look it up because it's really cool. And I actually got my family together, and we went through some of the more well-known things that people are remembering differently. And the reason why the Mandela Effect, I think, is becoming much more well-known now, is to teach everybody about this whole timeline thing, and that you create your own reality. Now, if you sit down with your friends or family and you go through all those questions, you're going to be surprised at the people that were really close to you that are going to remember different things than you are. And the lesson to be learned here is that person that you're talking to right this second is not the person that you were talking to even 5 minutes ago. That you recreate your reality, and the way that's done is the universe doesn't speak English. It responds to vibrations, and you send out a vibration, and the universe kind of switches you in timelines. Now, frequently, you will stay within kind of a range of timelines with your creation as a 3D person, but you don't have to. You can go flying through them, and you're going to do this a couple billion times a second. That's how fast this moves, because it's based on your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs. And if you're awake, 16, 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, you're having a lot of feelings, a lot of beliefs, a lot of this is going on. So you move through timelines very quickly. So can you imagine what this would cause with, say, family members arguing over what happened 10 years ago? Or a husband and a wife or significant other, what happened? You can do the Mandela Effect with things that just happened very, very recently. So can you imagine the difficulty if you guys were on different timelines and you're actually talking about to somebody right this second whose timeline during that fight, the fight that you had, the disagreement that you had a year ago, that they remember something completely different. And the reason why we're doing this is for y'all to let go of the past. Seriously, let go of it. You're not talking to the same people. What you do is you choose your timeline, and then individuals or a different aspect, and that gets really hard to explain, but a different aspect of that person that you're seeing will be playing on the timeline that agrees with you, and you'll be surrounded by the whole world. So technically, if you really wanted a peaceful planet, if you concentrated hard enough, you would go to a timeline where this was a completely peaceful planet. Seriously. And you'd be surrounded by people who agreed with you on that timeline. And there are infinite numbers of timeline. So basically, the Mandela Effect is to really bring to the forefront that reality. And that with that reality and that understanding that you really play with it, don't get mad and say, oh, there's some deep, dark, creepy secret that's trying to screw with our minds. No, this is just your creating and how many timelines there are. That's all it is. And it's interesting and it's fun, and it will absolutely, if you really look at it, really take it to heart, understand completely what's in front of you and the people that you love and care about, talk to them. And when you do that, when you understand it completely, is there really any need to forgive the person that's in front of you when that's probably not the person that hurt you? Really? Seriously? Do you need to even work on that whole forgiveness thing? Can you just let it go? It's a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot nicer, a lot more fun to just look at the Mandela Effect, ask your loved ones, see what is really going on, understand that you aren't dealing today with the person that hurt you yesterday, and let it go. It's also a much easier way of living in the now. That's why you hear over and over again, live in the now, live in the now. The other doesn't exist anymore. The people that were around you that you're angry at or worried about or fearful of don't exist anymore. And if you create what you want, they will never hurt you again. The person that's in front of you, your loved one, your enemy, they will change and become your friend. Your enemies don't exist anymore. Your family is exactly what you want. It's your choice. It's all your choice. And because it's your choice, it's also your responsibility. So if things aren't the way you want them, you can change that. I know it's easy to say and hard to do. I know I'm still working on it. I'm 57. I'm full of a bunch of belief systems that I've got to get rid of. And it takes a while. But it is getting better. And it's getting better very rapidly. Anyway, for me it is. It does work. You hear a lot of people say it. Believe it. Know it. Go look up the Mandela Effect. It's pretty darn cool. Ask the people you hang with. You'll be absolutely surprised. And that will give you something to hang on to. That maybe all of this foo-fa that we all talk about, that maybe it's real. It is real. Yeah, but you've got to believe that it's real to make a change. All right? If y'all have any questions or comments, want me to talk about anything else, just write in the comments below. Okie doke. I love y'all. Really, seriously. Hugs to all of you. Mwah. Bye now.